What up with that voice you're doing today, Matang? What up with that for reals? Need more coffee. So today, this is not a tutorial, this is not a quick tip type video. This is as basic as it gets. I know you're asking yourselves, Matang, how can your videos get any more basic and dull than they already are? Let me tell you, this is simply a tour video. We're showing off our EP, as it were. As an FC, we'd like to show you our house. So we were a bit behind when the housing came out. We were a bit short on cash. We had a couple of days of scrambling to do. Within, I want to say, a week or so, a week or so of the housing being released, we finally had our lot, we had our house, and everything worked.
What in the fuck?
Hey, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. We weren't slow to get our house, but we weren't quick either. The point being is that we actually got our house, and we decided on a medium house because we didn't have enough gil for a large house, and a small house, well, we're too many people for a small house. It'd be too cramped, and I don't want to hear Robin snoring at night, so here we go. I'm going to take you guys for a quick tour. So as you can see, we are in Limsa Laminza housing area, also known as the Mist. We are in, what do they call it? Is it section or ward? I think ward is the term. Ward number 2. We were originally going to take Ward 1, but it filled up very, very quickly. I was astounded at how fast it filled up, and so it's proof that the FCs out there on Gilgamesh are loaded with cash monies. So you know where to go for your donations. So we're at Ward 2. We are on lot 30, I believe. Let me see. Yep, we're lot 30. So there's us right here on the map. Just as a quick background, originally we were looking at lots 30, 29, 6, and 4. And I think some of our members were interested in 14 as well. So we put it to a vote on the forums, and we ended up deciding on lot 30. And I'm glad we did, because this is an amazing lot. So let me give you guys a quick look. I know it's nighttime here in the game, but hopefully you'll be able to see. So this is why I think we ended up with this lot, is just because of the view. I mean, hopefully this is coming through for you even though it's night. I'll try and get some shots a bit later when it's daytime. Again, I apologize for the noise. My kids got out of their cage somehow. But here you can see, I mean, this is, at first a lot of us wanted to reside in the Gridania housing area, but we got outvoted. Something like 60%, 70% wanted the Mist, so we ended up here. I was one of the ones that voted for Gridania, but in the end, I'm glad we decided to put our house here, for the simple fact that this is just the most scenic place, one of the most scenic places anyway in the game. So I'm very happy with the end result. But here's our lot. You're welcome to check it out, obviously, if you want, on your own time. This was one of the things that drew us to this lot as well, is this big frickin' pineapple plant looking thing. It's just cool to hang out up there. And it's almost like we get a second yard here. This yard is like sort of attached to ours, this lot. I mean, it's not a real lot, but it's a space, and it's attached to our lot, so we claimed it as our own. What else can I show you before we enter the property here? There's another little side over here, so I mean, you can see why we picked this lot. I mean, not just the view, but look at this space. This is all ours. Nobody else is going to come in here, and if they did, we'd fuck them up. We fucked their asses. Whoa there, Matt. Calm down. Calm down. No need for profanity. But yeah, we are in a very good place. Originally when we, what was I going to say, when we landed here, what are we, immigrants? Originally when we stuck our roots in the ground, I guess you could say, this lot was free. So I was going to buy this and start a second FC, but it quickly got scooped up. I mean, as you can see on the map, this place is full. Or almost full. Very, very close. Not too many empty lots left. So these guys, which is XIL, I think the FC's called, but not long after they built their house, they started putting up these cannons and they started pointing them directly at our house. And I'm like, hey, what up with that? So we just ignored them. We wanted to be the peacekeeping, you know, Canadian FC, as it were. But then they put up another one, and then a third one, and I'm like, enough's enough. Nobody's gonna point 3 cannons at my house and get away with it. So I went and bought 4. So now we have 4 cannons pointed at their house. Beat that, XIL. Yeah, what's that? You got nothing. That's right. So enough of my empty taunts. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So whenever you step in, as you'll see, we put this this wall up here. I'm not sure what kind that is. What kind of wall is that? Yeah, a lot of you guys might be wondering what the design style is, so I'll show you that. So for our roof, we have a Riviera house roof, stone one. We have the Riviera house wall, which is this right here. It's got a cool look to it. You know, it's got these like little pillar things with a, almost looks like a fleur-de-lis in the middle. But it looks cool, and it allows you to get up on there for easier access to the roof, which I will show you in a moment. We have the Riviera oblong window. We've switched around our windows quite a bit and kind of settled on this one. I think this one looks the best for our house style. We have the big old Riviera studded door, which I've dyed red. Our official color at the FC is Dalamed red, so I make sure that I dye everything red, or black, but preferably Dalamed red. Our roof decoration is the Cactuar weather vane, which I will show you also in a moment. Geez, I wish it was daytime so you guys could see this better, but you should be able to see the Mr. Cactuar up there. You the man, Cactuar. Love that guy. For exterior wall decorations, we don't have anything to maximize our space, but you could put, let's say, a chimney there, or an awning, stuff like that. Our placard is the Riviera placard. We've bounced around from flags to placards. We went back to the placard for the sole reason to get on the roof. Now when you actually, I'll show you this in a moment, but when you actually stand on the placard, there's a little glitch or a trick to get you up on the roof. So that's why we have that. And a lot of people don't believe me, but I have actually gotten on the roof without the glitch. I have proof on my Twitch channel, if you don't believe me. But it's true, you can get up there, it just takes a lot of persistence. I was able to get up on the roof without the glitch maybe 3 or 4 times in a row, and then it was giving me a hard time for like 2 hours I was trying. So completely inconsistent. So you want to use the glitch. You want to use the glitch trick to get up there. Get one of your officers or your FC leader to help you get up there. And then we have our Riviera stone wall. Oh wait, Riviera stone wall. That's okay. That's actually our wall. My bad. So Riviera stone wall is this wall here. And this exterior wall, I'm not 100% sure what it does really. I would take it off, but I think it destroys it when you do that. So yeah, it won't let you do that. But anyway, if anything, it would give this exterior wall the look that it has. Now the dyes on the roof work. The dyes on the roof for the wall do not work. Or at least not for this particular wall. So keep that in mind. The door dye does work. And I think that's it. I don't think you can dye anything else. Maybe the exterior wall decorations, but I really don't think so. So other than that, to give you a quick rundown of the items we have in our yard. There you go, there's the list. If you want to take a look at anything, just pause the video. But that's what we have in our outside, and yes, our maximum slots available are always maxed out here because we have all kinds of creative ideas and never enough room for all of our junk. Anyway, continuing on with the tour, we have garden plot number 1, which is handled by Wind Ryu. I would highly recommend you folks that are partnering up on the farming to delegate tasks for one particular member. So in our case, we have one person doing this plot, and we had another person doing this plot, but they left the FC recently, so I've taken over the duties on that. So Wind will pretty much take care of his side. He's focusing more on crossbreeding, whereas I'm taking some of the more common seeds that we have and just planting stuff just to get it out there and to have some produce coming in. So, and I do get some crossbreeding, but I'm using really cheap soil because I just want to grow stuff. So crossbreeding is not my thing. I'm more like mass producing, whereas Wind is focusing on the rare, acquiring the rarer seeds. Don't start losing your voice and your speech abilities today again, Matang. Come on. This thing, I don't know what this is. I got this from the whatchamajigger, the Sahagin reputation vendor. He sells this thing for a pretty penny. I don't remember how much it goes for, but it's several thousand. And then this thing as well here, this is actually 2 pieces. This is a big rock, and then there's this thing in the middle, which you can also get from the Sahagin vendor. I just thought they looked cool together, so kind of like the gem in the stone. Here we have our little parasol thingy. Not a huge fan of this thing. I kind of like the leaf better, the one that XIL has over here. Kind of like this one better. We had this one going earlier and somebody switched it. Hey, who's that? Hey, it's Jinx. Hi, Jinx. Hi, Jinx. Get it? So funny. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this parasol. We always put our crystal, our aetheryte crystal, on a table. Don't ask why, nobody knows. Anyway, table and chairs. And there's my daughter. We have our epic fountain. This is the HQ one that you get from the hard mode boss. Hard mode Leviathanos. Looks pretty cool though. And when you click on it, makes the fountain water jet. So cool. It's got little gems inside. Lights. Very, very cool stuff. We got our lamp. We got our sword thingy. Wow, use real words. Use real words, man. I like to talk to myself a lot. Have you guys noticed that? Savage Arc of Triumph is what it's called. So we got that thing going. Again, the placard is there with our neat little FC symbol on there. By the way, just as a side note, wow, this video is dragging on, but it's okay. Hang with me, my friends. Stick with me. We're almost done. Our symbol, our logo, actually is representative of something. Early on in our FC, we had a split, and originally our symbol here was an egg, right? And it was black and red, which are our official colors. And the Bahamut was black, I believe, just the same as it is. But anyway, to symbolize our transition into new days, I redesigned the logo to have sort of an explosion, to symbolize our, our change and our expansion as a free company. So the explosion kind of symbolizes a hatching of the egg. And now, this is who we are, and this is who we will be. So we've got the black Bahamut on an orange and yellow background with an explosion symbol. very representative of who we are right now. We have our fire pit. Nice little campfire with a few stumps. Again, there are our 4 cannons pointed at XIL. You know, and don't be fooled. These 4 cannons are not because they're a threat. It's just to keep ahead, stay one step ahead on them. Terran, which is one of our officers here, set up these stones. Actually, Terran did a lot of this stuff. We work together as a team on this. We typically have a workflow, I guess you could say, on someone will set things up, another person will come along, slightly edit them a bit, slightly move them, adjust, another person will come along and do the same thing, and then we call it good. So we don't actually, we originally had a builder rank, but we took that rank away because myself and the other officers, we can more than easily handle this stuff on our own. And you know, too many cooks in the kitchen, too many hands in the pot is never a bad thing, never a good thing. But I like the way these stepping stones lead into the house. It's very cool. It makes you bounce when you go over the woo, 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 woo. Okay, too much drugs, too many drugs, maybe not enough. There's our cannonballs. There is, I'm getting some lag here. Was this thumbnail issue again? There we go, seems better. There's our shield. And our, what is this thing called? Dark Divinity Falith. Yeah, Tara doesn't like that thing. She finds it an eyesore. I think it looks kind of cool. It's a little large, a little tall for my liking, but it looks cool. So then there's our shield, the Amalja Pavis shield, which you get from another reputation vendor, I believe. Here is our, I don't know the names of these things. Amalja Supply Carriage, which you also get from a reputation vendor. So this is kind of like our Army Depot area. This is where we're stationed when we're not at war. And this side is kind of like our farming, kind of nice sitting area. I'm still lagging. What is up? What is going on? I'm going to sign out of some stuff. I should really edit these videos, but I refuse. The last thing that we actually got this yesterday, is the high quality Moogle mailbox. And again, I don't know the name of it. Regal letterbox, which as long as you have an unread mail, so this one's Ize sent me one so that I could keep the sound going. It will keep ringing, and it will keep making that sound and that little graphic. And the little light at the top of his head lights up. So cool. Actually, before I go in, let me show you how to get on the roof. Won't take long. I know this video is dragging, but I'm gonna wrap it. Okay, and I stopped recording there. I have no idea when it stopped, but yeah, this trick is very, very, very inconsistent, so I wouldn't recommend it. They might have actually fixed this for all I know. I have no idea. All right, but moving on. So to get up on here with the glitch, here's what you would do. Let me pop out of my view here. So you go to the housing tool, you go to outdoor fixtures, or furnishings rather, and then basically all you need to do is either click on something with the move tool, or just the rotate object. Just click on something and click off of it. Bam, you're on the roof. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. So yeah, get your officer or your FC leader to help everyone get up on the roof. That is my recommendation to you. If you really wanted to, I guess you could have someone designated as just the person that gets people on the roof by just adjusting that setting. But anyway, here's a closer up look at Mr. Cactuar. Look at how cool he looks. He's awesome. And that's why you're on my roof, buddy. Got a nice little fan blowing, cool breeze, and the sun's coming up. Moon's going down. That's usually how it goes, right? So, here's the roof. Not much to it. I hang out up here sometimes. A few people do. Yeah, let's go inside. So when you first enter the Bahamut's Bane abode, which has been dubbed Dark Side of the Moogle, let me show you that real quick. I'll show you our placard here real quick before I go inside. So our good friend Abel, who won the Pro, which is a system, sort of a contest we have here at Bahamut's Bane, peer recognized ovation. In other words, Pro is when someone does well in the FC, or if you'd like to commend one of your fellow members, you send that information to one of the officers, and you get nominated for a Pro. And the Pros get to win a small guild donation, and also they get to reward our placard. So you can see here that originally we dubbed it Dark Side of the Moogle, and Abel has decided to leave it as that. But she did go ahead and set us up with a new greeting, which I love. Very clever, very funny, as Abel does. We're out at the moment. Try again later. So funny. She's so funny, that Abel. Alright, let's go inside, my friends. Let's take a look at Dark Side of the Moogle. So when you first enter, you will notice the Tonberry carpet. The Tonberry is the theme for our living room kitchen area, or on the left side, I should say, kitchen area. We've got the Tonberry lamp, we've got the Tonberry rug, we've got the Tonberry square rug, we've got the Tonberry partitions, we've got the Tonberry table, we've got the Tonberry bookshelf, and I believe that's all for oh, and we have the Tonberry lamps here at the door, and the Tonberry light. So we are Tonberrified. We got our telescope over there, filling up this little corner here. Originally we had our company chest there, but it's downstairs now, which I'll show you in a moment. We have a couple of Sylphic items here as well that kind of mesh well with the Tonberry. And we have our little flower vase here, a Sylphic lamp, a Sylphic table, Sylphic china hutch, and a little flower vase. So that is our kitchen, dining area. Here's the living room, which we've changed around many, did I say many? Many times. We've got our fireplace, Behemoth's head. Am I the only one that makes that mistake? I've been doing that since God knows when. Behemoth, Bahamut, Behemoth, Bahamut, Behemoth, Behemoth. We got our bookshelves, Riviera bookshelves, which we've dyed element red, of course. We've got our Riviera couches, and our nice furry rug, perfect for the fireplace. It looks so sexy, doesn't it? We have here our statue. This is actually not the gargoyle statue. It looks like a gargoyle, but it's not, and I'll get you the name on that. This is made by Goldsmith, and it is called the Vodoriga Sculpture. We added a hot tub underneath to give it that effect, to make like a fountain almost. This stuff drives me nuts when this is not lined up. Something's not lining up properly. There we go. No, that's still not right. OCD is not good for me. Wow, what are you doing? End up making it worse, trying to fix it. So anal, I'm gonna spend video time adjusting something silly like this. Okay, that looks good. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, dude. Leave it alone, maybe just the rotation. Good. Good. Perfect. Alright. Symmetry is your friend. And here I actually made last night the gargoyle statue for reals. There it is. There's the base, in case you're wondering what it looks like. He's kind of got his arms hunched over the table here. We've tried a few different tables and stands in this corner. We're kind of... I wasn't really impressed with the results on the last one. And one of the other officers didn't like the stands, so I'm trying this now, and we'll get her feedback on it and see how she likes this. But I think it looks cool. Looks cool with the gargoyle, how he's got his hands over there. We've got our 3 stuffed animals. We've got our chocobo, our moogle, and our... Wow, I'm so bad with names. Our Ahriman. Stuffed Ahriman. These are the ones that glow, as you see. Moving right along, let's go to the upstairs. And in case you're wondering what the design is for this, I will show you. Oops. So for our walls on the ground floor, we have the Oasis interior wall, complemented nicely by the glade flooring, and of course the Tomberry chandelier. So upstairs we have the interior wall, the Riviera interior wall, the arbor flooring, which gives it a nice grassy look, and the marble chandelier, which I'll show you in a moment. And then downstairs we have the Oasis interior wall again to match our partitions. We've got storm flooring, which just adds a little touch, and the illumination module, which has really come down in price. Everyone should be able to afford one of these now. But when you come up the stairs, you will see my marble section. This is my office. Being that I am the free company leader, I figured it'd be best to greet me first when you come up these stairs. Step into my office. I need to speak at you. So you'd come and sit down in this pokey chair here. Oh! But this is where I sit people down when I want to scold them. Then I'll stand over here. Hey, I didn't even put on my uniform. Come on, man, put your uniform on. Come on. There we go. Uniform, aka swimwear. Yeah, there we go. There's my marble section. Marble chandelier, marble entranceway with curtain, marble bookshelf, marble carpet, and 2 marble chairs. On my desk I have a balance. I have my ink and quill. I've got my microscope. I've got my, what the hell is my minion doing to it? Looks like he's raping it. Leave it alone, dude. Am I drinking Ep4 is being molested right now by the minion. In my lamp. So there you go, this is my bedroom area, which I remodeled a little bit last night. So I've got my Gobu carpet. Love this thing, I just bought it. It's awesome. My black Riviera bookshelf, my candelabra, my walnut, what's it called again? Walnut cartonnier, my alarm clock, bed. My room's pretty boring compared to these guys. I'll show you. So Fish, who's one of our officers here, all of my officers, minus a couple, get their own room. By the way, I treat my peoples good. Sorry for Robin and Gork. We're gonna find space for you, and Ren too. Don't worry, we'll find some room for you. So Fish has set up these items. Ahriman section, I guess. It's got the Ahriman clock, the Ahriman desk or dresser, the Ahriman table with 2 chairs, the Ahriman vase, chandelier, ink and quill, his bed, Ahriman bookshelf, and he's got that crazy wall, demon wall, I believe. Demon wall sculpture. So here's Terran, who's another officer here in the free company. She has set up the most expensive type of room you can get, which is the carbuncle room, and she's done a fantastic job. Sorry, Terran, that I moved your stuff around. I was trying to fit everything in here for you because I got her the chair. Well, actually, I didn't. Luna donated it, and I'm like, this needs to go in Terran's room, stat. And I made sure to tell Luna that Terran would love him or her a long, long time for this, because it's worth like 250k, this chair. So she's got the 2 lamps, she's got the desk, she's got the 2 other carbuncle chairs, she's got the carbuncle carpet, nice little vase, a little cartonier, walnut cartonier that's dyed blue, of course this wonderful looking cabinet or wardrobe, I should say, carbuncle wardrobe, and the carbuncle clock. Look at the ears, guys, look at the ears on this thing. How cool is that? I love this thing. But, I mean, Carbuncle kicks ass. It looks great, but you're talking millions of gil here to put this together. Unless you have access to those glaze nuts. Somehow, you're going to be spending millions. FYI. Just putting it out there. And then Rolly and Kana have this section here that they've double bunked on. So they've got their Oasis bookshelf, Oasis desk, or maybe a bar counter. They've got their chairs here, which is an Oasis chair. They've dyed them each their own appropriate color. Same with their beds. And then on the wall, to complement things, they've got the Beladian crystal lanterns. Why do these items have to be so hard to pronounce? And then the map there, of course. And this carpet, which goes perfect for their double bunk room. Oasis Argyle rug. So they've done a fantastic job with this section as well, despite the fact that it's not really a theme. Well, I guess it is a theme. It's very Oasis based, so good job on that, guys. Originally there was a wall here with a little entranceway and some more pillars. I did remove that to make more room and to give us more item access. But I personally find, I know Kana, you weren't a fan of this, but I personally find it opens up the room and it gives you more space. It doesn't look that bad. It's really hard to work with this railing right here, so we did our best. But that's the upstairs. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's go down to the basement, which is where all the fun and the excitement happens. So when you come downstairs, you'll notice, holy hell, is this a club? Is this a bar? What is this? It's not very hopping if it is, right? So to start off, we do have our, jeez, brainless, completely brainless I am. Our ADS ceiling projector, or whatever it's called. It goes down on the ground, and I love how it falls right on this pattern on the floor. Perfect. Symmetry again is your friend. And here's our bar that Terran designed. I added a clock last night. There's our NPCs. They're all cat people, of course. Lanterns, and I'm getting shitty frames again. Apologies. There's our summoning bell. There's our company chest. Our Ifrit hard mode wall mount. Our Garuda hard mode couch. Our 2 lamps on the side. Our carpet. Our pillars here, which I've complemented with a spot to lay your drinks. A little table on the inside. Our couches. More couches. Here's our meeting room. Excuse me, meeting room table, I guess you could call it, where all the strategy happens. Not really. And there's my chair in the back. That's right, it's my chair. Stay off of it. Our little ADS chair here. Wish we had more of those. Our portraits. And then finally our jacuzzi hot tub area, which I've also redesigned a little bit last night. Added some Oasis pillars, or maybe those are Glade pillars, I forget. And of course Terran decorated this nicely with these bureaus and vases and plants in this clock. So yeah, there's a hot tub. We put 2 hot tubs in one, gives it a kind of a cool little effect. And that is that, my friends. I hope you enjoyed your tour of Dark Side of the Moogle, brought to you by Bahamut's Bane and Bahamut's Bane Adventures. That is all. That is all. I will bid you all a very happy and pleasant day, and we will see you next time for episode 5. Good luck, everyone. Take care.